11 laps to go in the inaugural UNOH Battle at the Beach from Daytona on Motor Racing Network. The race leader is C.E. Falk, but Steve Post, Kyle Larson is there.
2 car lengths the distance. C.E. Falk has been flogging lap traffic. Now works to the high side. Lap car slides him up the racetrack. Larson within a car length as the brake rotors are just glowing on both these cars.
Larson had a look at going to the inside of the lap car, but that's the lane that the lap car took. Larson is there all over the back bumper of C.E. Falk.
C.E. Falk has the advantage, but Larson a half a car length as they wheel him down into turn number 3 now. Larson takes a little higher line, cuts in low. He gets a run off turn number 4. We'll see what they do.
The fans on their feet here in Daytona. It's C.E. Falk, the race leader. Back to turn 1. Contact. C.E. Falk slides up, opens up the inside lane.
Larson gave him a shot, but not able to do it. Now Falk runs him down the racetrack. They're side by side. Now Falk swings it into the high side. Larson down low. They work side by side. Give Larson the inside. Give Larson the advantage.
Larson, the new race leader, as they come down to the stripe with 8 laps to go. Falk into the runner-up spot as they single out into turn number 2. Here's Falk again, looking back to the inside.
He is not done. Nearly got to that back bumper. He is just bird dogging him down here into turn number 3. Falk dives to the low side. He dive bombs into turn number 3. Takes the advantage. Here comes Larson crossing back under.
Kyle Larson into the back bumper of C.E. Falk. Lifts the back wheels off the ground at the start-finish line. Back to turn 1. More contact.
The gloves are off. These two are just wailing on each other at every chance they get. C.E. Falk has the advantage. Larson right in his tire tracks down here into turn number 3. This time calm as they work off turn number 4 with Falk setting the pace.
And with 6 laps to go, more lap traffic, just a couple of car lengths in front of C.E. Falk and Kyle Larson as they race for the lead. Larson, dive bomb move into turn 2.
They touch coming off from turn number 2 now as they work on the back straightaway. Falk able to keep the momentum up on the high side. He works down into turn number 3, a pair of lap cars ahead of him, and Kyle Larson in the rearview mirror.
Kyle Larson again gets into the left rear corner of C.E. Falk, lets him go. They straighten him back out. Flash across the stripe, 145 of 150, 5 laps to go.
Boy, they are working it hard on each other, and we've got lap cars about 10 car lengths ahead running side by side. C.E. Falk very gingerly down into turn number 3 and 4. Gets a little sideways, but it's a good run up off onto the front stretch.
And that allows Kyle Larson to once again close into within 1 car length. Lap cars side by side in front of the race leaders. They make their way off of turn number 2. C.E. Falk continues to show the way.
C.E. Falk shows the way now. He has to work around a lap car. The lap car takes the low side. We'll see what happens with it. Falk tucks in behind him. Lap car gets sideways in front of C.E. Falk, but Falk is able to dispatch of him onto the front stretch.
The 9th place runner, Brandon Rogers, goes a lap down. C.E. Falk showing the way. He's the fullback, the lead blocker. Stalking every move is Kyle Larson.
Stalking every move and just absolutely using that front bumper up now. C.E. Falk works in on another lap car. Trey Gibson in his sights, and Kyle Larson still tracking him down.
They'll single out on the front straightaway. Trey Gibson about 3 car lengths in front of race leader C.E. Falk. 1 more car length back to second place running Kyle Larson.
Getting down into the waning laps, it's time to put your cards on the table as they work into turn number 3, and C.E. Falk has about a car length and a half advantage over Kyle Larson as they work onto the front stretch.
Off turn number 4, white flag goes in the air. C.E. Falk, a car length and a half with lap traffic in front of him in 1.
C.E. Falk works down to the low side of that lap car. He's able to keep a car length on Kyle Larson. We'll see what happens as they wheel it into turn number 3. C.E. Falk has that car length. The rotors are glared. Larson makes the run, gets to the back bumper. Falk is sideways off turn 4.
Larson's going to turn him off of turn number 4. C.E. Falk spins to the infield, and Kyle Larson crosses under the checkered flag first and takes the win here in the UNOH Battle at the Beach. Ben Rhodes unofficially will finish second. C.E. Falk will cross the line in third. Anthony Anders and Deke McCaskill as the race leaders get together off of turn number 4 on the final lap, sending C.E. Falk spinning to the infield and Kyle Larson to the start-finish line first. Kyle Larson, the race winner here tonight over Ben Rhodes, C.E. Falk, Anthony Anders, and Deke McCaskill. We will hear from some of the front runners when we come back. From Daytona International Speedway, this is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR. The NASCAR Whelen All-American Series late model main event, part of the inaugural running of the UNOH Battle at the Beach, is in the record books. And Kyle Larson with a last lap, last turn pass after getting
All right, I'll go that
with
way.
C.E. Falk takes down the race win here tonight. Kyle Larson over Ben Rhodes, who got the second spot as C.E. Falk finished third, sliding across the start-finish line in that third position. A wild finish, Alex, to a wild night here in Daytona.
Well, this is what everybody had hoped for. And Steve Post, you were out there covering the corners tonight. This is why people paid their money. That's why these late model drivers came here all across the country. A fantastic race.
It was a Daytona trophy on the line. I don't even know what the race paid. It was a Daytona trophy on the line, and you could tell they were going for it. 30 laps from the end, we chatted about how nice those cars up front looked. They no longer look nice. They wore them all out to get to victory lane here at Daytona. Not surprised by anybody. And, guys, I think we're going to see the same thing twice tomorrow night with the Modifieds and with the K&N Series cars because, as we've talked about all night long, it's a Daytona trophy on the line, and these guys want this bad.
And Motor Racing Network will have live coverage of those events tomorrow night here from Daytona International Speedway, night number 2 of the UNOH Battle at the Beach. A wild one here tonight. A lot of contact. It started early, and that contact was seen right down just a few yards before the checkered flag.
Well, and I think Steve Post described it perfectly. What we talked about some 30 laps from the finish or so about the cars with the cleanest looking body panels were the ones up front. Well, that's no longer the case. These cars are absolutely torn up, and good hard racing. Great racing from basically from the drop of the green flag. We had 9 caution flags to slow us down tonight.
C.E. Falk finished in third after leading going into that final lap. Let's get his thoughts on the last lap contact with Buddy Long.
Well, C.E., I'm sure, obviously, not the way you wanted to end things tonight. What a race out there between yourself, Ben Rhodes, and Kyle Larson. Take us through those last couple laps.
Yeah, just lap traffic got really heavy, and just trying to protect my stuff. And, you're in second, you can kind of use the guy in front of you as a brake. And, but like I said, we had a great race, and I'm not going to, give him the satisfaction of thinks he won. So we had a great car, him through his Toyota dealers, Carl's Racing Products, everybody, all the 40 team, we had 2 guys get sick this morning that couldn't even make it out of their hotel room, so we were shorthanded all freaking day. But they busted their tail, and we had a great car and led a bunch of laps, and, I guess need a checker flag, moved about 20 foot back, we've been okay.
Not the way you want to start the season, but again, looking back at last year, one of the top drivers in the NASCAR Wheel and All-American Series, and coming to the Battle of the Beach here at Daytona and putting on a great performance in front of these fans.
Yeah, it's great. This event it got better as the 2 days went on. So I just had to thank NASCAR, UNOH, and all those people for making this happen, believing in stock car racing, and letting us race here at Daytona. It's pretty incredible to go around here and see all the names and stuff, and just glad I was a part of it, and hopefully we made some good TV.
All right, C.E. Falk, aside from the outcome of tonight's race, still finding the positives of racing here at Daytona.
Let's hear from the race winner here tonight. Kyle Larson is with Woody Kane.
He's standing with a beaten and battered curb record Chevrolet, but what a race, Kyle. You said earlier you didn't think you could save brakes. Were you kind of laying back there a little bit till the end?
Yeah, the first 100 laps or so, I was trying to take it easy. There were a couple runs I would, try and see if I could keep up with them, and there the last 30 laps or so, I was letting it have all it could. I got to get sat back down in the seat just so I could push the brake pedal as far as I needed to, and me and C had a great race there for a while, and swapped the lead a couple times, and rubbed fenders more than a few times. So it was good short track racing, and then coming to the checker there, I knew I had to give it one last shot, get into 3. I mean, this is a race every late model driver wants to win, so I wanted to steal it from him. And I watched videos of Bowman Gray and Charlotte and stuff, and it seems like almost every race comes down to turn 4. So I just did what I've seen in videos, and just got in the back of C, and you can't lift. I could have let him go, but I wouldn't have won. But so I had a heck of a time. I hope C's not too upset with me. We pretty good buddies, so we'll see when we get back to the pit area. But just hats off to the whole crew. It's great to get teamed up with a great late model team with Lee McCall and all the guys on the team, and Curb Records on the hood. This is only about my second or third race with Curb Records, so we got winning some races, which is nice.
Now, you've got 2 more races tomorrow night. What did you learn tonight that you can take to tomorrow night? Obviously, 2 very different vehicles tomorrow night, but what did you learn that you can transfer to tomorrow?
Well, like we said earlier, you still got to save your brakes. So, I don't think I saved them well enough tonight. I went too hard there too soon on my brakes, and we'll see. Tomorrow should be good too. We got 2 races, so we have to rest up rest up tonight and see if we can get it tomorrow.
All right, that's Kyle Larson, the Curb Record Chevrolet. He wins the first of the UNOH Battle of the Beach races, the Wheeling All-American Series late models here tonight.